Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping. Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's the way. 13.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big riding guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing now is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Taken at about the 36. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
1 man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal.
Slam. Echo. 61.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Keep playing.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
from the gun, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check number 6. Watch time. Set. Check. 22. Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Bridgewater. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, on his Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
95-56, 95-56. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And his throw here is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex-Javon.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Breeze now. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick, one heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Breeze now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
47.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Buying time to his left. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing. Bridgewater. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Kill.
They run it again with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over.
We want it. Come to my work. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Both on, 47 is the mic. Let's go.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Bridgewater. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Miller. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
He may try and run for this, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long one.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them are running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Got his man. That's Harry. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's 2nd down.
21.
Again, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we are inside at 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw is Bridgewater. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Breeze now. It's complete. Stills. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. One final try here for Breeze. Now in desperation, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.